Year 2, it's Miss Begum here. I hope you're all well. This week you've been asked to write a setting description. So this video is to hopefully give you some ideas and help you plan. I want you to remember one thing: don't rush. Spend time exploring your ideas and planning first. You might want to plan today and then review again tomorrow and then start your writing, a bit like we do at school. We just want you to enjoy writing something where you can show off all those fabulous writing skills and, be proud. Right, so you've been asked to use expanded noun phrases. So let's recap what they are. An expanded noun phrase is when you're describing a noun. More so, it's when you use an adjective before the noun when describing it. So, for example, tiger is a noun. The tiger is a noun phrase. And then, the fierce tiger is an expanded noun phrase because I've used the adjective fierce before the noun tiger. The strong, fierce tiger is also an expanded noun phrase, and you can see I've just used a comma to separate the two adjectives. Now, although expanded noun phrases are great in describing, we need to remember we don't need to use all the adjectives all the time. So the fierce tiger is a good expanded noun phrase. So is a strong, fierce tiger. Sometimes just one adjective is fine. So let's start thinking about our setting description. First, how do you want the reader to feel? Well, we definitely want them to be interested. We'd also want them to feel like they're there, so they're in that place. And also, you might even want them to feel a bit worried, because if you look at the picture, I don't think it's a very positive picture. It doesn't really make me smile. I don't know about you. What you can do here is you can pause the video and maybe add a few more things that you'd like the audience to feel. Right, now what you're going to include in your writing to achieve the feeling of the reader. So to help the readers feel interesting, you can have your expanded noun phrases to describe everything around you. You can use the conjunctions to join your ideas. You can have like the because sentences, your so, your but, and of course, and. And also, you want to use different sentence openers, so it would be boring if we have the every time. To help the audience feel like they're in the place, we want to use our senses. So we could include what you can see and what you can hear, just because you can't really taste anything in this picture, can you? And finally, to create that feeling of worry, you should probably share how you're feeling and perhaps what other people are doing, which shows their feelings, because sometimes people's actions can show how they're feeling, can't it? Again, you can pause the video here if you want to add anything else. Next, now we know what sorts of things that we want to include in our writing. Let's plan. So first, let's explore sight. What do you see? So I've got sun, waves, cars, vans, and lorries. I've even got a person that I can see in that corner. So let's use some adjectives to try and describe them. So I've put the words bright, golden, blinding for the sun. What is the sun doing? It's actually setting. For the waves, I've got crashing, I've got towering, I've got tall, I've got the colour. For the cars, I can see lots of them. They're in the rows of cars, there might be queues, they're in line. And again, the person in that corner, I've put, they've got a brown cloak. You can think of the synonyms. What else is this person? What is this person doing? I've also included the conjunction but, because I might try to include but, a but sentence in my writing. Next, what can we hear? What can you hear? Imagine you're sat in one of those cars. What can you hear around you? Well, I've put vehicle engines and people. Is there anything else that you want to add? If there is, put it down. And again, examples to describe those sounds. So I've put rumbling, roaring, car horns, beeping, put people shouting impatiently. That might show how they're feeling as well, can't it? Is there anything else that you think you can hear, and how might they sound? Put them down. And again, I've included because and so as possible conjunctions that I might try to include in my writing in in these couple of sentences. And finally, I've got the feeling sentence, feeling, how I want to feel and think. Well, what are you feeling and thinking if you're sat in that car? Perhaps you're feeling a bit worried, you're anxious, you're confused, you're scared. Think about what might be happening here that's making you feel this way. You might be curious as to what's going to happen. So again, pause the video if you want to add any more adjectives to your own plan. I've put some adjectives, but you might think of better ones. I think you probably know better adjectives. And finally, well, that's it actually. I've put an and because I'm going to challenge myself to try and put an and sentence, because and's a good conjunction to try and use. And that's my plan. I've kept it quite simple. I'm going to look at it again. I might add some more things. I might take some things away. I might move some things around. What I'd like you to do is do the same. Plan, put all your ideas down, and remember, you don't have to choose every single adjective that you've got there. If you've got you've got two adjectives that are the same, get rid of one of them. Think about your sentences carefully. I would do 2 sentences maybe for my see, 2 for my hear, and 1 for my feeling. You don't have to write 60 sentences. If you have about 5 or 6 sentences with an interesting setting description, that's perfect. So go, write, and then email them into our year group email so Mrs. Hines and I can have a read and enjoy your writing. Bye.